All right, lesson 9, daily life in ancient Egypt, section 3, priests in your book, pages 98 to 99. Priests, as shown here. Like government officials, priests were powerful and highly respected in society. A large network of priests served under the pharaoh. The pharaoh was considered the highest ranked priest of all. The duties of priests. Priests had different jobs. It's part of your answers. The high priest advised the pharaoh and oversaw all religious ceremonies. Temple priests were in charge of the temples scattered throughout Egypt. Other priests handled more common concerns and requests. They gave advice and performed healings. Women were allowed to be priestesses in Egypt. They were generally regarded as equal to male priests. Their main duty was to oversee temples that were devoted to music and dancing. Temple priests played an extremely important role in Egyptian religion. Every temple was home to one or more Egyptian gods. A temple priest's primary job was to take care of his or her temple's special god in a variety of ways. A temple's god was thought to live in a statue. The statue was placed in a holy room called a sanctuary. Only a priest who was purified or cleansed could enter the sanctuary. There were many requirements for a priest to be purified, one of which was to avoid certain foods, such as fish, that were associated with the lower classes. Additionally, priests had to cleanse their bodies by bathing in holy pools 3 or 4 times a day. They also had to shave off their body hair. Because animal products like leather and wool were considered unclean, priests could only wear clothes made of linen cloth. Once purified, a priest could perform his sacred duties. The priest's role in burial practices. Priests had a special role to play in burial practices. Egyptians believed in a life after death. Egyptians thought that in the afterlife, a person's body remained with his or her dead spirit. They used a method called embalming to preserve bodies from decay. Priests oversaw the sacred ritual. The process of embalming, by the way, is mummification. This is how you get preserved bodies or mummies. The embalming process had many steps. First, the embalmers removed the body's organs, such as the brain, lungs, and liver. They used hooks to remove the brain through the nostrils. Only the heart remained in the body. Egyptians believed that the gods used the heart to judge a dead person's soul. Next, the organs were preserved in jars. A special salt called natron was used to cover the organs and body. This dried the organs out. After about 70 days, the embalmers washed and oiled the body. Then they wrapped it in hundreds of yards of linen. The embalmers decorated the wrapped body or mummy with pieces of jewelry and protective charms. They often placed a mask over the head. Finally, they spread a black gooey gum over the body. Then they wrapped it a final time.